Hello students, let us continue our topic of lines and angles. In our previous class, we have solved exercise 6.1 and today we will learn some property and then after that we will solve all the problems related to it. Now let us start with parallel lines and transversal. And in my first part only, in the introduction part only, I explained about parallel lines and transversal. Even though, just let us recall so that it will help us in solving problems. We know that a line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points is called a transversal. And we have already idea about transversal. So here we are observing that line L intersects lines M and N at point P and Q respectively. Okay, so we can say that this line L is a transversal, and after seeing this we observe that here angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 all are angles. Now see exterior angles, interior angles that we are learning from class 5 only. So no need to explain about exterior and interior angles. Here the things we will learn about that is corresponding angles. Okay, the main thing we learn here corresponding angles, after that alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So here we have to see and observe that our corresponding angles are what. Here you just see and observe that what are corresponding angles. So simply by seeing the figure and using our previous knowledge, we can say that here angle 1 and angle 5, angle, just you see angle 1 and angle 5, similarly angle 2 and angle 6, angle 4 and angle 8 and angle 3 and angle 7 are what? Corresponding angles. Similarly, we can say about alternate interior angles, alternate interior angles. So alternate interior angles, simply you observe alternate this 4 and 6, and after that after 4 and 6 angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. Similarly alternate exterior angles. So alternate exterior angles are what? Angle 1 and angle 7 and angle what? Alternate exterior angles. So angle 2 and angle 8. Okay, similarly interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So directly by seeing the figure you can say that that interior angles on the same side of the transversal are angle 4 and 5 and angle 3 and angle 6. Okay, so simply here by seeing the figure, so here it is given all the properties and it is just that whether you know, because all these things we will use while solving problem. Okay, and now see after that we have idea about consecutive interior angles or allied angles or co-interior angles. All the things are known to us and we will solve. This will help us in solving problem. Okay, now see after that we will learn some properties. Okay, here the property is that if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, this property you have to remember. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. Simply you have to see if the lines are parallel and transversal intersects it, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. Is that okay? So this property we should remember while solving the problem. Okay, another one is if a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of corresponding angles is equal, then two lines are parallel to each other, just opposite of this one. The thing we have to remember is that if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. And just opposite of it, we have to remember that if a transversal intersects two lines such that pair of corresponding angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other. Okay. Now see here the next one. Okay, if a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles is equal. Previously we have seen that each pair of corresponding angles are equal. Similarly, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles is equal. If that transversal intersects two parallel lines, this thing you have to remember, then in that case also that each pair of alternate interior angles is equal. Here angle PQA is equals to angle QR and C. Angle Q is equals to angle R, we can say. And that converse will be same. If a transversal intersects two lines such that pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel. In that case, the lines will be parallel. Similarly, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of what? Interior angles on the same side of a transversal is supplementary. See, this property we will use so many times. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, okay, this thing you have to remember. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of a transversal is supplementary. This thing you have to remember. And if a transversal intersects two lines so that a pair of interior angles on the same side of a transversal is supplementary, then the two lines are parallel. So this property, just keep it in mind because that will help us in solving problem. What is the property? If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of a transversal is supplementary. Okay, now see here, on the basis of this, one more thing is there that we have to remember. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Okay, just here you see L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N. Okay, so we can say that line M is parallel to what? Line N. Okay, line M is parallel to line N. Okay, now on the basis of this we will solve all the problems related to it. But in this class we have learned all the property that will be helpful to us. Okay, so this thing we have to remember, that if two lines are parallel to the same line, they will be parallel to each other. We can say that L is parallel to M is parallel to N, so L will be parallel to N. Okay, and in the next class we will solve all the numericals related to it. Till then, stay safe and stay happy. Have a good day.